downtown Minneapolis. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. On the sideline, there's a look at the head coach of the Saints. His guys held serve in the 4-5 game last week and now hit the road as the stakes get higher. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His guys, the #1 seed. The extra week to get ready. We'll see if they're rusty at all. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when we pulled into the parking lot this morning, I mean, the place was packed. These fans have been looking forward to this game for weeks. They're well-rested coming off the bye. Best team in the conference all season long. They understand they're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl, and their moment is here.
They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings
off the play fake. It's McCarthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Now McCarthy. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You think back to last week and how well they played in the wild card round, being able to get out of there with a win. And now is when the pressure starts ramping up, Mike. You understand you're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl. So which team is able to balance the excitement of being here, but also not letting the pressure of the moment get the better of them?
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Saints nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man is Horn. It's complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the
try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. It is 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Back to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's taken down up past the 35. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Run right up the gut with Kinetik. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Jordan McGee there on the stop. 2nd down, they need 7. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
J.J. McCarthy.
First and 10.
at the 50-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, here's McCarthy. One knocked away. And it's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. The shotgun. And a throw for McCarthy. Remember, he had a touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
10 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now, this looks like a design run.
J.J. McCarthy on the keeper. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. 2nd and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
to number 2, Ashton Genty.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is first and goal.
And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Big throw here is complete. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Can the defense do it again from the 1? 3rd down now and goal. Houston. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
A loss of a yard.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
They'll try it now with Genty. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
second and 6.
That's caught outright on the RPO. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
34-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's good for a
That's his
Saints
first grab of this divisional round matchup. And it's good for the first down as well.
49-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second
10
down.
yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
On the play. And it's third down.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This one from 41 yards out. Little's kick is good. And the Saints get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. First and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings.
Here's Genty. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jordan McGee there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 43. Here's second and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's dropped down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of
17 yards, the gain there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. They face second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is McCarthy. The throw on the run is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Denty is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. The Vikings move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Vikings 21, Saints 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Complete to Jameson Williams. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they will have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now McCarthy. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
19 more yards. That's another Vikings.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page in his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Austin Loveland. Touchdown Vikings. This defense continuing to give up points Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now timeout signal for it, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Oh, my God. That is just a heartbreaker here, Mike. I mean, from this distance, he does everything right. It's on target. It just runs out of steam a little bit at the end. Gets denied by the crossbar. That's brutal.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This would tie the NFL record, a 66-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big
Our trip
deficit.
around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. One half of football to be played here in the divisional round. In 2 more quarters, we'll know the championship game matchups. Let's take a look at what's happened so far. And this is the Eagles quarterback. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the running back for the visiting team. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bengals are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. And time for a check here at the playoff race in the divisional round. Things getting interesting now in the NFC. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a safe.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and inches.
At the 47-yard line.
That's Harrison in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll look to pick this up. Third and a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And they got it. Going to pick up the first down there. Right around midfield. Now this time he'll set up. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Dallas Turner. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. The Saints will punt this one away. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And they'll be taken down just shy of the 30. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries...
the blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Nolan Smith. He had 2 sacks last week in the wild card round, and he's got another one here.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the outside, he's got Harrison. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw yet again. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Saints first down.
Up the middle they go. Not much happening happening there. Just a short gain.
Taken down at the 41.
From the 41. Here's second and 8. He'll drop to throw. On a man left side. It's caught.
It's a gain of
and it'll be
16
taken
yards.
down at the 25-yard line.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard
Going
line.
back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second
10
down.
yards on the pickup. It's second
Blitz coming.
and
He'll throw it. That's to the receiver, Horn. And he will get into the end zone. Jimmy Horn Jr. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Extra point by Little is good. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit.
Saints 10.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground at about 7.
35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. In the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand, get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. On play action, here's McCarthy. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
To Jimmy Horn Jr. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 2 yards on the play. And the Saints first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Vikings offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. Gets to the edge at the 30th. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point, up and good. The Vikings add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Saints first down.
On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Dallas Turner in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a long way to go. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of the marker. That one never had a chance. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Quick quickly. He hits Loveland on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 36.
Here's a handoff to Genty. Taking on defenders. Plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. He'll try to pick it up with Genty. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down, picked up on the ground.
9 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
Run right up the gut, Genty. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The throw out wide. It's caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. They're hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Minnesota. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point is good, and the Vikings stretch things out even further.
49.
Both teams
10.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. To throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Whoa! Ooh! Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it's going to be 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The RPO, that one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Try again. It's second and 10.
28-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Here's first and 10.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's now third down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Little on now for the extra point. His kick is good. Saints cut into the lead a little bit.
49. Saints 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, big hole left side. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back to the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Third down and 9.
The coverage by Daxton Hill.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Vikings. They are moving on. As the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.